What the problems I had was my intestines were, for some reason, shutting down or not performing up to snuff. And so what they were doing is they were bleeding, and I would have tremendous diarrhea, like I'm talking months of it. And what it caused for me was my whole body got weaker, and my ability to function and perform my job was getting less and less. As a matter of fact, to the point where I wasn't working anymore. I couldn't even function anymore. So then I went to see my doctor, and what he told me was that I needed to have a colonoscopy or some crazy thing like that, and wanted to take pictures of the inside because there had to be some big problems there. And so I said, well, that sounds complicated and expensive, but I said, what causes this? How can we redirect this? And he didn't have any answers, and the nearest time I got was several months down the road. And of course, I had already experienced almost 2 months of diarrhea, which was, I thought it was enough. And so I happened to talk to Arthur, and he mentioned to me that maybe what I could do is a cleansing program, and then we tried that, and it still for some reason wasn't combating the problem. So then he tried to get me onto the Zapper, and when I was with the Zapper, it just seemed to change everything like completely around, and oh, immediately I started noticing, like within 3 days, I did not have any diarrhea coming up that next day. The 4th day was clear, and it was the regular stools, and you know, after 2 months, that was a blessing. I was just so tickled. I could have hugged him if he would have been closer. But, so then I thought, well, you know, I gotta watch this, and then I started having one more bowel movement that was very, very wet and runny, and I thought, man, this is terrible. But is it coming back? So I took the Zapper, and then I started going at it, and I did it like 5 or 6 times a day. I just kept using this thing. And man alive, all of a sudden the next day, beautiful. It was great. I could get up in the morning, have my regular bowel movement, and it was just fine. And from then on, it's been perfect. I have not had one case of diarrhea since that day. Not one time. And so it just seemed to have that like one session there where it came back for that, and after that, nothing. So, you know, I want to sing the praises of that machine because I think that if it's helped me and basically saved me and got my job back and everything else, I think that's a marvelous invention.
Wow. Would you recommend it to others?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely, actually. I would so recommend it to others. You know, if they have problems in the body that has obviously some kind of parasite or something in there that causes grief, then please try it. Please use it and enjoy, and use it a lot, and don't be stingy with it. Give her. And then if you know it works for you, share it with somebody else.